Great awakening, you guys. I've been up for a while. Um, I'm in the process of bringing my things up from the basement and putting them back in the bedroom. I enjoy being in the basement because of the privacy, but it's more efficient for me to be in the bedroom, and I definitely understand because I don't want to I don't want to run up any unnecessary bills for my friend if it's not necessary. And during the time that his other daughter came, I went in the basement, which was fine because, like I said, it is cozy and it actually kind of feels like a little apartment, like a studio apartment. But it's not good because when it does get cold, I need to put on the space heater, and that pulls a lot of electricity for anybody that knows. It really does, and I don't want to do that to my friends. So I'm really waiting for my W-2s to come so that I can file my taxes and at least offer something for the electric while I'm here, because just being very generous, like helping. And I am not the kind of person to take advantage of anybody's situation. You know what I mean? Because when anyone stays with you, there's going to be a change. And I'm pretty sure that he factored all of that in already. However, I don't want to make it harder than it has to be because I'm not working right now. So I try to, with the money that I've had, I try to maintain eating my own food and doing things for myself as much as possible. I have my own things, my own toothpaste, my own soap, my own detergent, even though I have to use his washing machine, the electric, the water, and I want to contribute to all of that. I will be contributing to all of that once I get some money. But it's a process, and I think that once you're in the position where you have lost your home, your own personal sanctuary, that you actually value, or you look at, I won't say value, and possibly value for some people, but you just look at things differently when it comes to when you get that opportunity to get it again. I can't wait to get in my own place. Like, y'all have no idea how it is affecting me, like really affecting me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm a very introverted person. It may not seem like it, but I'm the kind of person, and when I say introverted, it's most people that are introverted really have a hard time being around people for long periods of time because it is energetically draining, and we need to spend a lot of time to ourselves to recharge. Like, I have no problem spending hours upon hours upon hours in solitude by myself. I get burnt out from too much external stimulation. Going out, I'm very uncomfortable being in large crowds. It may not appear that way, but I'm very uncomfortable in large crowds. I don't like it. I would prefer being in the background, completely. I do best when it is talking to people either one-to-one or to like small intimate circles, 3 people at the most. Anything beyond that begins to really, really eat at my energy and become a problem, and even 3 people is a lot. So this is one of the reasons why I really can't wait to get into my own place, because I want that solitude again. I want to just be in my own space, you know. And this is very challenging for me. It is. It's been since 2021 that I have been outside of my home trying to get myself together and bouncing from one situation to another situation to another situation. Trying to get myself together, and I'm ready to be in my own place. I really am. I'm ready to be in my own place. You know, the job market has not been very kind to me when it comes to going, living in different areas and having to acclimate myself to different areas and the wages. Because when I was in New York, I was used to getting salary working for the state, and so I made pretty decent money. And going from that to having to live on an hourly salary where you're not getting anything, like I'm gonna have to do a video on that like all together, because when I tell you, when I left New York and I got a job in Philadelphia, that wasn't bad. But from there, when I left and I went to Vegas, that was like the beginning of it, because I was an assistant manager at a learning center, but I was only getting $15 an hour. The fuck? $15 an hour, that ain't shit. When I'm used to getting like 20-something dollars an hour. So that was a big hit. And then from there, going to Florida, and I had to get 2 jobs. First of all, the person that I was staying with, the first girl that I'm not friends with anymore, that situation ended up being real fucked up. And I was only getting, I worked at the shoe department in the Six Guns Plaza in Ocala, Florida, and I was only getting $11 an hour, y'all. Do you know how degrading that feels to have to make that little and having to wait every so often for a raise? And I was never there long enough to be able to get the raise, like for that next year. Then I worked at Volunteers of America at the same time, a couple months after I got that position, and I was only making $15 an hour. Because I had to pay half of the rent, half of 12, what was it? I think it was like $12.75. I was paying half of that person's rent and half of whatever the electric bill was, which sometimes it was like 200 and something, 100 and something to 200 and some dollars, because she liked to run the AC because she was flashing, okay, having these damn hot flashes. And I was trying to tell her, one of the things that is contributing to you having hot flashes is the fact that you're drinking all the goddamn time. That fucks with your body temperature. Like, stop. And that was every night she was having a drink. And so because she was getting hot on top of going through menopause, she would always keep the AC up. And I put a cover over the vent because I'm like, I'm not going through the same thing that you are going through, and I'm freezing. Yet and still, I still had to pay half of that bill on top of paying for food for myself, uh, paying for gas, paying for my phone. You know, you still have your own individual bills that you have to pay and maintain. And it was a bit of a struggle, you know. So leaving there and now coming to where I am now and trying to get decent pay, I want to be back on a salary, making a decent amount of money again. But it's like the struggles that you end up facing, people take for granted. You have to go through reestablishing yourself. And I just thank God for my friend, because me being here, I'm not getting asked to pay anything. Like, for the first time, I really know that I'll be able to get on my feet the way that I need to, because I don't have to worry about paying money for rent when I start working or anything towards the bills. Honestly, I haven't been asked to do any of that. I've just been asked to get a job and get on my feet, and this person has been so willing to help me. But again, like I said, I'm not the kind of person that takes advantage of that kind of situation. When I start working, I will be giving something, you know, because I like to pay my way, and I understand that, you know, I've done this in the past where I've helped people and I haven't asked for anything. And it's like that balance within the universe of you receiving what you give out. It does become challenging, though, to receive, but that is also part of one of the laws of the universe where, you know, things have to stay balanced. You can't just always expect to give without receiving in return. You need to learn, and this is for me, learning to receive. And I'm not saying that it's a pride thing. It's just I'm so used to being independent and having to pay my own way and fight for things and pay for things on my own, and not really receiving that kind of help, that it is so foreign to me to even be in this kind of a position. Even when I've had boyfriends, I've never had, I won't say never, I had over the last 10 or so years, more than 10 years, maybe 15 years, of when I left Philly after getting my divorce. It was very rare that I would have a boyfriend that would actually help me and give me money and help contribute to whatever it was that I was going through. I was always the one helping them. And when I say I'm not trying to be with somebody that doesn't have a decent job and is making decent money, and it's not because I want them to give me anything, but I don't want to have to be in a position where I'm being asked for stuff. Because I'm not like that. Like, I'm not into struggle love. I know that some people are into that, but it's like, no, I'm not doing that. And especially once I get myself situated, if I know that I have something, I'm not going to deal with anybody that has anything less than what I have. It's not happening, because people will definitely take advantage of a situation for whatever it is that they can. And I have seen where guys see that you are doing so well that they just believe that, you know, because you love them so much, that they can lean on you. And I just feel like that That's something that I'm not used to seeing, because when I tell you my grandparents, I've never seen that. My grandfather always fucking worked, always fucking took care of his family. And I just don't understand what has happened to the males of today, where they are so quick to ask a female because they see that she's on her grind and she's, doing something and got money, that they're so quick to ask her for something or put their hand out for something or expect something. I'm fighting for everything that I got, and I expect the guy that I'm with to fight for everything that he's got. And if we can do something together, that's great. That's beautiful. But I'm not looking for no guys to be trying to come up on me. Mm-mm. And especially in my position where I'm trying to rebuild myself, no, no. But it's just, like I said, some of the struggles that I'm going through, that I'm facing, some of the challenges that I'm having to deal with when it comes to getting myself together and getting back on my feet. I am just ready to be back in my own space. Now, let me tell you, I don't mind being down here because it is cooler. It is so warm upstairs. And when I go upstairs, trust me, I'm taking this top off because I don't have a need for any long sleeves upstairs. I really don't. I don't have a need for long sleeves upstairs. I don't mind the coolness, but again, it's not energy efficient for my friend, and I don't want to raise his electric bill any more than what it normally would be. I'm sorry that I even am in this position. Y'all don't mind me. But yeah, so I don't know, what kind of challenges do you guys face? If you are in this same position, what kind of things do you go through, like on a day-to-day, just trying to get yourselves together? Because it really, and I'm grateful, I'm not trying to seem like I'm ungrateful, but I really am ready to just be in my own place. And whether people realize it or not, just because I'm staying with someone does not mean that I still internally have my own challenges that I have to deal with. So I'm just curious what kind of challenges you guys face on your journey to reestablishing yourself. If you have been homeless, what kind of things have you done to get back on your feet? I actually wouldn't mind the advice. Maybe somebody can help me out when it comes to, just getting back. Because, my point before was every place that I was at, I made so little money that it did not allow me the ability to be able to save the money that I needed to get into a place and really live in a timely manner. And it just felt like that time dragged on. So yeah, this year is definitely going to be different for me. Anyway, I have 2 other channels. I would appreciate you guys' support. If you would like to check them out, I do tarot, vibez tarot, my channel, and it's IVYVIBEZ in tarot. If you'd like to have an appointment, I should have everything in the description box of what I charge. And you could also go to my website, because my other channel is Divination with D, and that's DEE. And I do consultations because I do hoodoo. So I have done things to help individuals. And if you need some work, if I'm capable of doing it, I will. I mean, that's one of the things that too that kind of hinders, that I'm kind of hindered in, is my ability to be able to truly practice in the full manner that I would like, because you you always have to use a level of caution when you're in somebody else's house doing stuff. If y'all know what I mean. Anyway, my website, if you want to check that out, and you'll see like some of the pictures of work that I have done. www.ivyvibez.com, and I would definitely appreciate if you guys would check it out. And please hit me up in the comments. Let me know, what kind of challenges and struggles you guys have faced, or what is it that you are going through on a day-to-day, just trying to get yourselves together. Looking to come up this year. I want us all to win. Peace.